Ever get that feeling that every new Genshin update pulls back the curtain just a little more, teasing new characters, deeper lore, and hints about what's coming next? Well, with the 6.2 Luna 3 banner now behind us, and Columbina and Zebai expected in 6.3, the rumor mill hasn't slowed down at all. The leaks and speculation around versions 6.4 through 6.8 are painting a pretty exciting picture, especially as we inch closer to version 7.0 and the long-awaited journey into Snezhnaya. Before we dive in, make sure to stick around, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future banner breakdowns and lore deep dives. Starting off, the road beyond 6.8 looks like it leads directly into the next major chapter of the game, since the big yearly summer event is expected to land in version 6.8. These events usually act as a bridge, hyping up the next region, dropping subtle story clues, and wrapping up the current arc. So, it's very unlikely we'll see a version 6.9 at all. Instead, everything seems to be pointing straight towards 7.0 and Snezhnaya. Along the way, though, the upcoming versions are stacked with characters who feel deeply tied to the world's lore, rather than just being strong additions to the roster. Version 6.4 is where things really start heating up with Varka, the long-awaited Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. He's expected to arrive as a 5-star Anemo DPS, and if the leaks are anything to go by, he may not be part of the Lunar Reaction lineup, but instead connected to the Hexenzirkel theme, though not necessarily as a direct member of the Hexenzirkel. Since he left Mondstadt on expedition with most of the knights, his return feels like a major narrative moment. There's also speculation that his kit may pair especially well with Durin in a Pyro Anemo swirl team, almost as if Durin was designed to prepare the field for characters like Varka. Version 6.5 remains a bit mysterious, centering on a character nicknamed the Snow Maiden, Snegurochka. Details are still scarce, which honestly makes her even more intriguing, especially considering how often Genshin introduces quiet, understated characters who end up being surprisingly important later in the story. Then comes 6.6, and this one feels like a dream come true for lore fans. Nicole, a 5-star Pyro support and a confirmed member of the Hexenzirkel, one of the legendary 8 witches. She's the same enigmatic voice we heard during the inversion of Genesis Quest, the one who urged us to trust our own perceptions. Bringing her into the playable cast has massive narrative weight, and there are already whispers that she may have powerful synergy with Durin, giving older characters new life through Hexenzirkel-themed mechanics. Version 6.7 shifts the spotlight back to the Fatui with Sandrone, the harbinger known as Marionette, often accompanied by her massive mechanical puppet. Alongside Columbina, she reinforces the sense that the harbingers aren't just villains. They're complex figures whose presence signals that the story is pushing closer to the heart of Snezhnaya and the Fatui's grand plans. Finally, version 6.8 is where speculation becomes more uncertain, especially with recent leaks suggesting that Alice may not actually appear in the Luna banner after all. Some theories now suggest she might instead debut as one of Snezhnaya's opening characters, acting almost like a narrative bridge between regions. If or when she arrives, she's expected to be a 5-star Pyro DPS tied to the Hexenzirkel, with a heavy focus on melt-based damage and a personality as explosive as her lore suggests. And that's the rundown, a roadmap full of long-teased legends, witchcrafting lore connections, Fatui intrigue, and the slow buildup towards Snezhnaya. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to keep following the trail of leaks, theories, and banner predictions with me, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next update. There's a lot more coming, and it feels like we're only just getting started.